After taking a year off from their most AAA title, Ubisoft has introduced Assassin's Creed Origins, but was the wait worth it?
They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.
It looks really good so far to me. Of course, that's not what we're probably going to see in game. However, there was some gameplay shown, and it did look like it would be a more challenging gameplay experience, because in the past there would be like a lot of auto movement that you could get. I'm pretending to push a button on a console.
I can see that, yeah.
Sorry, I do things and I don't think about them. And this looks harder. This looks, because now they're saying it's not going to auto, position yourself or rush forward. You have to do it more yourself. It's more in line with more of a Souls game style combat, as well as Witcher 3, which is still being lauded for everything it did.
I mean, that's a super easy elevator pitch. Dark Souls meets Witcher 3. Like, yeah, money,
plus
here you go.
Assassin's Creed.
Right.
And also in this one, they're taking away or changing some elements that we haven't, that have always been a hallmark of Assassin's Creed. Because before we had, you would hit a button and you'd go into like eagle vision, and everything would turn blue. You'd be able to see like certain color modifiers to see like, okay, that's my enemy, that's my ally, this is my goal, this is my target. That's gone. There's actually going to be an eagle overhead, so you can assume that the protagonist, Bayek, is somehow attached to the eagle in a more immediate sense than you would say anyone else in the Brotherhood.
Maybe he's a warg-like person, or maybe we just see the perspective of the hawk and don't think about it.
But not owned by George R.R. Martin.
Right.
I think it looks really decent. I mean, it was time for a change, because there were some less than satisfactory moves that were made in more recent years that people didn't love. The crew behind Black Flag has worked on this one.
Okay, that's
Black
point number
Flag
one
was a
in its favor.
Good game, very fun and enjoyable game. So that is part of it. They're saying it's a brand new vision and will include action RPG elements like leveling up, loot drops, customization, abilities. I think it all sounds good. I need to play it myself.
There's been two big criticisms of Assassin's Creed games.
Okay.
One is that they crank them out super often and they're often broken.
Yeah.
And they have to get heavily patched after release. Two is it's the same game over and over and over and over again. So, I mean, these are inspiring notes and ideas that they took a year off to make sure the game is a polished product upon delivery, not just their one-a-year schedule that they've had for 8 years in a row. And two is new ideas, action RPG, loot boxes. Now, some people will say, not in my Assassin's Creed, I don't want any of those things.
Well, I think
but
it's
I think
a
the
good
vast
move.
majority of people are thinking, yeah, something fresh, something new.
It was time to pivot, because we were seeing a lot of the same elements that didn't work.
Yeah.
There's always some good elements, but there's also some elements that don't work so well. We're tired of them, at least. I like the idea of going to an NPC in this one and getting some kind of mission from them. There's parts of the Assassin's Creed franchise that I will always love, like the historical element. I mean, that's not something, that's more of a consistent thing that you can keep through it, not, we changed this mechanic this time and made up all the characters. And I like how international it is, and I like that they are going to ancient Egypt. I would have personally preferred somewhere in Asia. You could say that I'm biased, but I'm just saying.
Well, you're for sure not alone. Lots of people have been requesting
I was like
that
feudal
location.
Japan. It's gonna be awesome, but we're going back to the origins.
Cultures that actually have assassins.
Yes,
would be
ninjas.
cool.
Those are cool. But we've mostly stuck around a similar geographic area.
Yeah, this is the first one in Africa, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I like where this game is going, and I
do
have
too.
to applaud Ubisoft for making some strong choices creatively and with the mechanics in the game. Audience, are you sold on Assassin's Creed Origins? Also want to point out and shout out to Piot Michael former NerdAlert guest, who is the announcer of that trailer. If you're into this, please let us know. If you're not, also let us know. And please stick around for more E3 coverage and more news.